It's stressful. It's horrible that you have to fight for things that you truly need. And it's not easy.
Like medical care. And if it's not there tomorrow morning, I swear I'm going to burn some building down. You see us smiling, yay! And then as soon as it came, I don't care. Like as soon as it goes off, we're like, screw everything. This is damn ridiculous. Good afternoon, everyone. So today you're starting out the vlog with me, your favorite, I know. Quick update for you guys based on our insurance is that we are still having some issues. It's taking quite a while to get some referrals approved. For those of you who don't know, we're still struggling with getting these referrals approved from our primary care to go see specialist doctors. So we'll go see our primary care. The primary, says, yeah, you definitely need to go see a gastroenterologist for me. So that referral has to go to the insurance. The insurance then has to give it prior authorization. That authorization goes back to the primary. The primary then faxes it over to my GI doctor. And then I can make the appointment and go see them. But until that happens, it's a while. Now, when you send off a prior authorization for a doctor visit like that, or for example, like a procedure, colon endoscopy, whatever kind of small thing like that, it does have to get authorization as well, but the time frame of how they request it changes greatly. What do I mean by that? If they just send an authorization just like a normal speed, like nothing urgent, it's going to take up to 15 days. And I don't have 15 days. We've been trying to get this resolved for months. So they need to send it off as urgent. Urgent, they have to give a response within 72 hours of approved or denied. Now, who requests it to be urgent is the doctor has to send the request for the authorization as urgent. But they never listen. Now, since they never listen, it takes a long time. So, for example, it's been a week and a half. I told them, hey, when you send off these referrals for authorization, when we were at the doctor's office, I told them, please send it as urgent, because if not, it's going to take forever. Yeah, I got you, no problem, we'll do it. Perfect. I called back 3 days later, and still nothing. I was like, okay, that's odd, maybe one more day. Still nothing. They're like, yeah, it's going to have to be until Monday. I was like, all right, fine, Monday. I'm just giving them the benefit of the doubt. Monday comes around, nothing. It's still nothing has been approved. So I've been having to call every single day, trying to see what is going on and what I can do to help speed this process up. We have a couple of doctors approved. So for me, some regular workup that I have to do every year is dermatology, and then also I need to see my gastroenterologist. So the dermatologist referral has been approved, no problem, and my GI one has been approved as of today. Perfect. Now here's the thing though, it's not like, okay, you got it approved, you're good for the year. No, it's only good for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of visits. So after a certain amount of visits, I'm gonna have to get the referral process again. But it should be quicker then, hopefully. Anyways, from that, mine are so far so good. I still am monitoring my blood pressure each and every single day. I do have high blood pressure. My grandmother on my father's side has it. My father has high blood pressure as well, and he's been taking high blood pressure medication since he was like 22. So yeah, I'm monitoring mine. I'm keeping a log every single day, what it is in the morning, what it is at night, and just trying to, keep it on track to see the next time that I go see the primary. I show her all of this, and then from there she can give me a referral to a cardiologist so I can do some follow-up work with that and see where that's going to have to lead if I do have to take some blood pressure medication or anything, but that is yet to be seen. Another thing is the referrals that we've been waiting for Janice. Janice has 3 doctors that she definitely needs to see. Dermatology is one of them. She has that referral approved. Then we have the high-risk OBGYN, which is another, and then a pulmonologist as well that is for her asthma as well as her narcolepsy. So the pulmonologist is currently processing still, but good news, finally, the high-risk OBGYN has been approved today. So what does that mean? I was on the phone with the insurance company. They said, yeah, it's approved effective today. Perfect. So I called my primary care office once again. I was on hold for like 15 minutes. They finally picked up the phone, and we talked to them, and I told them, like, hey, it's been approved through the insurance. Can you guys please fax over that referral to the doctor's office so I can make their appointment? And they're like, okay, yeah, no problem. They search in the system. It doesn't show up in their system. It sucks, but it can be, a little bit delayed time because from the insurance company, it has to update in the system. They have to pull it up, so fine. They told me that they're going to wait, a couple of hours, check it at the end of the day, and if it's still not there tomorrow morning, it should be, and if it's not there tomorrow morning, I swear I'm going to burn some building down, because this is damn ridiculous. So, hopefully by tomorrow, I can have my GI appointment set up. I can also have Janice's high-risk OBGYN appointment set up and have these things done, because it is ridiculous that we have to jump through these loops just to get a doctor's appointment. So while I was taking care of these phone calls, so on and so forth, Janice was over here in the loft. Orion was having the time of his life, scratching himself, right, bud?
Screw me.
Yeah.
You did not notice all the toys everywhere? He's going to pick up all these toys.
Look
he
at
has a command. He will be doing it.
And one more out here. All these toys thrown on the floor because Janice was actually doing a Patreon Skype session today.
Yes, I was.
For those of you who do not know, on our Patreon, we do offer monthly and bi-weekly Skype sessions. So if you guys are definitely interested, check the link below. Anyways, check the link below. More than happy to explain anything if anybody has any questions. So that's what Janice was doing today, and I was handling phone calls, had to go out, drop a couple things off at the post office.
Yeah.
Janice is stressed.
I am stressed. I'm overwhelmed. There's just so much to do. The insurance is just being a butthole. Tomorrow we're supposed to see a neurosurgeon for me, and then the next day Paul is supposed to also do his colon and endoscopy. Then Monday we have our doctor's appointment with our family doctor to just go over it. It's like...
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
People think we love this kind of stuff. It's stressful. It's horrible that you have to fight for things that you truly need. And
yep,
it's not easy.
like medical care.
It is not easy, guys. It's very frustrating.
And then on top of it, nothing against you guys, making vlogs is not exactly the most fun aspect of the day.
It's not that it's not fun. It's like during these situations we're both stressed. We don't know what to talk about. We don't know what to give you guys. We don't know how to educate, because each vlog we do try to educate and spread awareness on something. This is the same thing we have been about these past couple of weeks, of how unfair insurance is and how it's just been super difficult, and we just get the runaround.
We don't want every single vlog to be the exact same thing. Problems with insurance, problems with insurance over and over and over again. So
even though it's our reality, seriously.
Pretty much. Now in positive news, Janice is actually starting a new class for her online college. So online school works best for her, because imagine, like, obviously with this COVID-19 thing, going in person is not an option for people like us who are, chronic health issues. But also online school for her works a lot in her favor, because imagine if the professor unlocks the entire semester or whatever the class is, unlocks everything, it makes it a lot easier, because the days that she does feel good, she can get really, really far ahead.
I knock a lot of stuff out.
Exactly. And the days that you don't feel good, well, it's okay. If the professor's understanding, and the days you did feel good, you got a couple things in, be like, okay, no problem, and there you go. So it kind of makes up for it. The days that the bad days you have is okay, because on the good days you get ahead. Now, in-person classes, obviously that doesn't work that way, because you have to listen to the professor lecture, give the information, pamphlets, worksheets, book, or whatever the hell they give you.
Yeah.
So online work is good for her. Now, don't get me wrong, online schooling is not for everybody, because a lot of people are not disciplined enough to do it, like me.
That is true. Sounds bad. It's just, school is not for everybody. And Paul actually has a great way to phrase it. He's like, I'm too smart to go to school. Not saying there's anything wrong with it.
So I said school's not for smart people.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I completely support expanding your education and learning a lot of different things, but the reality of it is nowadays it's kind of a controversial subject, but a lot of people go to college, go to universities, rack up stupid amounts of debt to then not be able to find a job, or the job they get still does not pay very well. I know people who have master's degrees in civil engineering and are making around $30,000 a year, and they've been doing that for years.
This is the USA.
You know, and we have friends and family members and friends of family that are attorneys. They have $300,000 in debt, and a starting attorney's like salary is around like $35,000 a year. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, once you've been practicing at a good firm for 20 years, you can make a really good amount of money, but it also depends, because there have been cases where you see people who work as attorneys for 15, 20 years and they still don't make that much. So it's one of those things that you get to pick and choose carefully. You know, school, if you don't know this, do some research. Schooling today is ridiculously more expensive than it was for our parents or grandparents many, many years ago. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying go work at Walmart for the rest of your life. No. But you can learn skills, you can further your education, and it's not just about going to school. It's about learning different things and, you know, just trying to figure out something that's best for you. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're going to school, keep going. Good for you, but do it smart and make sure that you have a plan to get through and get through life. Because again, if you're just going on a whim like, oh, college is the ultimate answer for all my problems, it's not. There's actually a really interesting video on YouTube, and it's about this gentleman that he's comparing two kids, 18 years old. One of them starts working at UPS as a delivery driver. One of them goes to school to be a doctor. Now, obviously, two very different fields of work, but they're like, we're going to make it very simple. The person at UPS works 40 hours a week, no overtime, no nothing. The person going to school, obviously you have to go through college, medical school, residencies, trying to find a job. And they're like, we're going to make a perfect scenario for each. And the UPS driver on average made more money than a doctor for a huge amount of time. And then obviously the doctor at some point is going to make more money a year than a UPS driver, obviously. But it takes many, many years to get to that point, and then the responsibility of being a doctor, it's, you know, it's not for everybody. And I'm not saying that to go be a UPS driver. It's just pick and choose what you want to do in this world very carefully, because you don't want to be stuck in something that you don't like, you're not making enough money, and on top of it, you have a huge amount of debt of $200,000 from school. So guys, this is pretty much the stressful vlog of the day. Janice isn't doing so hot. She's not feeling the best. It's just...
Stress really comes through my body. I'm starting to, I feel like a migraine starting right here. Migraines apparently just love me. Starting here, and I'm in a crappy mood. I'm upset, honestly, guys, because it's just, it's a lot. And it's every single day, back to back, we're just getting hit with insurance, coming up with some BS. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm feeling a little down, honestly.
It sucks, and unfortunately these are the cards that we have been dealt with, and we have to try to figure this out, and it sucks, but
we're gonna keep moving forward.
And you see us smiling, yay, and then as soon as it came, I don't care. Like, as soon as it goes off, we're like, screw everything. And it's just, it's really sucky, and it pisses us off, but
we have each other. We keep each other entertained, and we both give each other equal stress, equal laughter, and equal happiness during these stressful moments. Am I right?
Yes.
So, even though I am feeling down and overwhelmed and have so much on my list, I have this, my teddy bear. Yes, that's his little nickname, Teddy.
Yep.
And he makes it all better. As long as I have him in my presence, I'm happy. You're making me happy again.
Yay. See, my job's good. I'm done. I get to sleep in the house tonight.
Good boy. So guys, I think that's where we're gonna end it. Please like and subscribe, share, show off, and help us spread awareness, because sometimes life isn't easy for chronic illness couples.
This is true.
So guys, for now, adieu and goodbye.